What's up, VC? What's up, vinyl community? It's Dan hanging out with you for Dan's Vinyl Channel. And I'm very happy to be doing this contest for Bill at the Vinylverse. Now, Bill, I've got to be honest with you, buddy. I'm not really familiar with your channel, but I've seen that some of my friends have been doing your contests. And I had to jump in, man, because I think we kind of think alike, buddy. As you can see, Genesis, I've got some Genesis records myself. Genesis is one of my favorite bands. Now, I can't pick a favorite band. I know that I've got a few. Genesis being one. Queensryche. The Cult. Metallica. It's hard for me to pick one of my Fleetwood Mac. But really, Genesis and the Cult, Japan, these three, they kind of float up there, and they kind of all take each other's place. And occasionally Fleetwood Mac will jump up there too. But I do love some Genesis, and I love Genesis in any incarnation of Genesis. I love Peter Gabriel's stuff. I love, Peter Gabriel and Steve Hackett were in there. I also love it when, and then they were three on. So, Genesis is an amazing band. So I thought, I've got to do this guy's contest entry. And, if anything, just to introduce myself to you as a fellow Genesis fan. Yes, I'm very excited I was very excited about the tour. I'd even talked to my wife and I was like, you know what? We've been talking about that trip to Europe. I might have to do that this fall. But it looks like that may not be happening. So, with the way things are. But anyway, thank you for everything that you've brought. I've heard your name dropped all over. But, you know how it is, Bill. There's a ton of channels out there. But I'm really happy to finally check your channel out there, buddy. And I'm going to, go through some of the rules here. So some of the rules, the contest, how did I discover the VC and when did I begin making videos? I actually began making videos 1 year ago today. And it was a contest entry for Rob Walker Let the Music Play his 100 subs contest. It was a Gimme 5, and I already uploaded a anniversary video today because as I was getting ready to do this, I read that and I'm like, you know what? I think that perhaps it's been about a year, and it just happened to be March 29th of 2019 that it happened. So it's exactly 1 year ago today I started making videos. And I discovered the VC, I don't know, I kind of stumbled into it. First by probably Oddbox Topper's How to Clean Vinyl Records video, because I was having some problems keeping, with like how to do that. And he has that famous video of how to clean vinyl records. And then I stumbled into Matt Hayes vinyl, and I stumbled into Rob Walker's through Matt Hayes channel. But there's a couple of guys out there that I can see them. I just didn't pay attention to their channel name, and unfortunately I have no idea who they were, but they were really cool, and they were showing some new wave stuff, and dude was really into minute work. So that's how I discovered the vinyl community, and I guess I lurked for a while like everybody, and then I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. So that's when I started making videos about a year ago. And I used to have a microphone like here. I used to do a lot of voice work. I used to do a lot of commercial production and stuff like that, but that business kind of just went, and I don't know what happened. I guess my clients got burned out on my voice, so what happens, you got to change it up from time to time. So but anyway, so I just kind of sit here, and I've got my little Zoom recorder that I use for music, as well as doing some podcasting production whenever I get a chance to do it. But so that's when I began making videos, and I'm giving you probably way more information than you want. Yeah, but there you go. There it is. So, and number 2, the question, show an album or two that I've picked up from seeing it in a VC video. So, there's actually a couple. So, I'd heard of this band. I'd heard the song before, but I didn't know who Romeo Void was. until my good friend Brian over at Cosmic Brian, who hangs out in the Cosmic Realm, showed one of their records, and it was Romeo Void's album with Never Say Never. Now this is the EP. This is the Never Say Never EP, where it's got 4 songs on it, and this is one that I wouldn't have picked up had I not seen it in the VC. And I love some Romeo Void. This is some excellent music. So thanks to Cosmic Brian over there at Cosmic Vinyl for making me realize who this was. So when I saw that, I immediately picked it up, and I've got a couple of Romeo Void albums now because of that. And so that's one. And then this album here, Rod over Happy Hippie, the vinyl guy, one of my favorite dudes in the vinyl community. This album, Grateful Dead's In the Dark. I probably wouldn't have picked this up had I not heard Rob go on and on and on about it. I'd always heard kind of negative things about this. This record is awesome. So thanks to Rod, the Happy Hippie, I got a hold of this nice Canadian pressing of Grateful Dead's In the Dark. Now, if you notice, there's something strange about this record, and that's all the heads were upside down. I looked this up. This is a common misprint, I guess. I messaged Rob, and I was like, or Rod, and I'm like, dude, have you seen this? And he's like, oh no, I haven't seen it, but I posted on Facebook and a couple of vinyl groups, and apparently, there's a slew of these that got out there with the heads being upside down. They look kind of funky, like I don't know, like kind of like Muppets or something. As you can see, this guy right here, it kind of looks like a face. Doesn't it look like I don't know, like a Muppet or a monkey or something? I don't know. It's kind of funny, and it's kind of hilarious. This one right here kind of has that same look. So, they got the little lines in their forehead there like I do. So, Grateful Dead's In the Dark. I wouldn't have picked this up, man. What an enjoyable record. What an awesome album from Grateful Dead. This has Touch of Grey on it, which everybody seems to like, kind of put you in a category if that's the first Grateful Dead song you ever heard. But that's the first Grateful Dead. That introduced me to Grateful Dead, and I wouldn't have got Blues for Allah or American Beauty or Working Man's Dead or any of those albums had it not been for this album. So, the Grateful Dead, yes, fantastic stuff. Throwing Stones on this album. It's a great song, too. So, Grateful Dead's In the Dark. Wouldn't have picked that up without Rod, the Happy Hippie. And also, I wanted to talk about one more that I definitely probably would not have picked up if it wasn't for somebody in the VC. So, I know it says an album or two, but I also want to shout out Rob at Black Star Vinyl. I wouldn't have got Dawkins Under Lock and Key. I wouldn't have really bought much Dawkins. I remember Dawkins in the 80s, of course. I remember from the Nightmare on Elm Street, Dream Warriors soundtrack. I remember the song Dream Warriors, but that's about it. So he made a complete Dawkins fan out of me. So this is Under Lock and Key. I wouldn't have got this album. Wouldn't have got Breaking the Chains. I wouldn't have got any of them. So, I'm sitting here with a pretty hearty Dawkins collection, thanks to Rob over at Black Star Vinyl. So there you go. Dawkins Under Lock and Key. All right, and I'm also supposed to show a favorite album or one of my favorite albums. So I've got a couple of these, which I'm just going to go ahead and show 2 of them. They both happen to be from 1988. They were probably 2 of my favorite albums. I am somewhat of a metalhead, so that part of me will never go away. And this album I haven't shown yet. I do have the repress of this, but this is actually an OG that I just recently picked up of probably one of the greatest albums, metal albums of all time. It's concept album Queensryche Operation Mindcrime. Just a phenomenal record. I picked this up. I got a good deal on eBay on this. This is a club edition album. This is it's slightly better. It's a slightly better sounding Queensryche Operation Mindcrime than the repress, which is kind of known for not sounding that great. And this album is kind of known for not sounding that great. I really wish they would do a proper reissue of this on 2 separate vinyl records, and also do a remaster that would sound better for today's standards. But this is the EMI Club version. So there you go. I do love me some Queensryche Operation Mindcrime. I must have bought this tape like 3 or 4 times. Just drove my mom absolutely insane with it. That one and this record. This is not an original. This is the blackened remaster that came out in 2018, I want to say. Metallica's Injustice for All. Yeah, that makes sense. Would have came out in 2018. That would have been the 30th anniversary of this record. My gosh. That's just crazy. This came out in 1988, and Justice for All. It's on 280-gram deals. It sounds great. It's a remaster. It's totally fine with me. Would love to have an OG of this one, but, hey. This is just fine. As long as the repress sounds good, I don't care. But, there is something about these obscure albums I really like to get the OGs of, like especially like King Diamond records, stuff like that. Just stuff that you don't see often. But yes, Metallica's Injustice for All, one of my favorite albums. But, honestly, this album right here, Selling England by the Pound, one of my favorite albums of all time. This album right here, they're self-titled. I call it Shapes. I've seen it called Shapes online. It's one of my favorite albums, too. So I'm a huge Genesis fan myself, Bill. So, yeah, that's it, man. So that's that. And then there's a bonus giveaway. So I don't, like I said, I don't know much about your channel. I don't know much about you yet. I haven't really dove deep into your channel, which I plan on doing. But I'm supposed to say what your favorite studio album from the 3-man era of Genesis is. And now you see, I've heard people say Duke. So I thought Duke, it's a great record. Let me pull it out here. So if this is indeed your favorite, of course, now I'm not going to be able to find it now. Let's Trick of the Tail, the number 3. Let me see here. There it is, Duke. All right, so if Duke is your favorite album, okay, there's a few songs that could be. So I'm going to say this. I'm just going to cheat. I'm going to say that there's a few songs on here. So I'm like, he's a real Genesis fan. So I'm going to say there's Misunderstanding, which is a great song. There's Duchess, which is a great song. I'm going to say Duke's Travels, man. I'm just going to go out there. I'm going to say Duke's Travels. I don't know. All right? So I don't know. I don't know yet, but I wanted to at least point that out. So while we're on the subject of Genesis, my favorite Genesis album is probably that one right there. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you what my favorite Genesis song is, and that's Home by the Sea. That's my favorite. But that's of that era. If I had to pick a favorite of the Peter Gabriel era, it'd probably be Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. And I don't have a favorite song off that record. I just love that whole thing. So, but anyway, yes, of the 3-man Genesis era, that is definitely my favorite. And Home by the Sea is definitely my favorite Genesis song of the 3-man era. So, and I don't think Invisible Touch gets enough respect and love. Nor does We Can't Dance. So, anyway. Bill, congratulations on your 2 years. Congratulations on your 700 subs, buddy. I hope you get some more. And I look forward to getting to know your channel, man. So you take it easy. And everybody else, you guys take it easy. Oh, wait, I forgot. We got to do shout-outs, man. I got to give a couple of channel shout-outs for any reason I want. Any reason I want channel shout-outs? Guys, I don't even know where to start. There's so many of you that I just absolutely, like, you guys are completely awesome. There's my phone going off. All right. You guys are completely awesome. So we're just going to go. Corey, Just Add Vinyl. Beth, B-Side Records. Brendan Van D, my boy. Eric Weinbender. Big Eric, love your vids, man. Love your channel, dude. I got to catch up on your videos. Rod, the Happy Hippie. Let me see here. David Newton, you are the man. He just, he's an amazing guy. Rob Walker, of course, let the music play. Rob Walker, just great dude that kind of ushered me in to the vinyl community. My boy, Cosmic Brian at Cosmic Vinyl. Brian's Vinyl Records, So we got Brian there, Bev at Clarkavision. Let me see here. Tim, DJ High Noon. Brandon, Mr. Hall of Fame. Let me see here. Billy Hurst. I'm just gonna, like I said, man. I'm just gonna name a whole bunch of them. Let me see here. Melinda Murphy. So cool, so nice. I love her channel. Jeff at Speaker's Corner. Love his channel. You guys check out these channels if you haven't heard of some of these. Travis, Tone Arm Tango. He's a great guy. He's in the KC area. Who else? My goodness, guys, there are so many, and what I don't want to do is miss somebody. Brad, H2 Vinyl. Ron Haggerty. You guys over down there in Florida. I'm trying to think of who else is out there. My gosh, guys, you know when I get put on the spot, it just kind of tanks a little bit. But anyway, yeah. So there's some shout outs for you there. Oh, Brendan Van D, Nathan Metal Down Under, dude. Yeah, love his channel too. So yeah, Rob. I just mentioned his channel. My gosh, Black Star Vinyl. Yeah, so there you go. There. That's all I'm going to do for now. All right, those shout-outs are hard. Anyway, Bill, looking forward to more of your channel, dude. You guys take it easy. You guys, you can't go out and dig them Rekkids, so you got to stay home and dig these Rekkids. You got to dig your own. That's what you got to do. And let me see. I'm going to start doing this at the end of every one of these videos while this crisis is going on. I am going to challenge you. Let me see. I'm going to challenge you at an album that's kind of common that a lot of people have. How long has it been? And I've got the perfect one. How long has it been, guys, since you listened to Jailbreak from Thin Lizzy? Huh? How long has it been? Has it been 2 weeks? Well, then you're excused. But if it has been 4 months or more, bust this album out. It's been 4 months since I've listened to Jailbreak by Thin Lizzy. I'm going to listen to it today. So there you go. All right? So that's your challenge. Listen to Jailbreak by Thin Lizzy. A lot of you guys got it. You guys have that album. Everybody's got Jailbreak by Thin Lizzy. It's phenomenal stuff. Cowboy song. Boys are back in town. All that stuff. Anyway, you guys take it easy. Peace out. I love you guys. Stay safe. Stay positive, all right? We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.